न तातो न माता न बन्धु न दाता न पुत्रो न पुत्री न भर्त्यो न भर्ता न जाया न विद्या न वृद्धिर्ममेव गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि भवापरि महारूपवीरो प्रपात प्रकामी प्रलोभी प्रमादः कुसंसार पाश प्रबन्ध सदाहं गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि न जानामि दानं न चाद्यानयोगं न जानामि तन्त्रं न चास्तोत्रमन्त्रं न जानामि पूजा न चान्यासयोगं गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि न जानामि पुण्यं न जानामि तीर्थं न जानामि मुक्तिं लयं वा कदाचित् न जानामि भक्तिं व्रतं वापि मातः गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि कुकर्मी कुसङ्गी कुबुद्धि कुदास कुलाचारहीन कदाचारलीन कुदृष्टि कुवाक्य प्रबन्ध सदाहं गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि रजीशं रामीशं महीशं सुरेशं दिनेशं निषीदे शवर्णं कदाचित् न जानामि चान्यत् सदाहं शरण्ये गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि विवादे विषादे प्रमादे प्रवासे जले चानदी पर गति शत्रुमध्ये अरण्ये शरण्ये सदा मां प्रपाहि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गतिस्त्वं गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानि गति स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं तु स्वागतं शरणागतं मैया स्वागतं तु स्वागतं शरणागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं तु स्वागतं शरणागतं मैया स्वागतं तु स्वागतं शरणागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया
हरि ओम।
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणे नमोऽस्तुते शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राण परायणे सर्व अर्थ हरे देवी नारायणे नमोऽस्तुते सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्ति समन्विते भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गा देवी नमोऽस्तुते दुर्गा देवी नमोऽस्तुते दुर्गा देवी नमोऽस्तुते
हरि ओम। ओम आगच्छ देवदेवशते जोरसी जगत्पते मया क्रिया पूजनं गृहानसरस्तमे श्री दुर्गा मैयाभ्यो नमो नमः आवाहयामि स्थापयामि ध्यायामि पूजयामि नमो नमः। बोलिए ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विद्महे ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विद्महे ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विद्महे। प्रेम से बोलिए आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की जय। Hey everyone.
ओम दुर्गा दुर्गति शमनी दुर्गा पद्म निवारिणी दुर्गम छेदनी दुर्ग साधिनी दुर्ग नाशिनी दुर्गतोधारिणी दुर्ग निहंत्री दुर्गमापहा दुर्गम ज्ञानदा दुर्ग दैत्यलोकदवानला दुर्गमा दुर्गमालोका दुर्गमा स्वस्वरूपिणी दुर्गमार्गप्रदा दुर्गम विद्या दुर्गमाश्रिता दुर्गम ज्ञान संस्थान दुर्गम ध्यान भासिनी दुर्गमोहा दुर्गमगा दुर्गमाथ स्वरूपिणी दुर्गमासुर संहंत्री दुर्गमायुधधारिणी दुर्गमांगी दुर्गमता दुर्गम्या दुर्गमेश्वरी दुर्गभीमा दुर्गभामा दुर्गभा दुर्गधारिणीं नामावलीमिमां यस्तु दुर्गायामं मानवः पठेत् सर्वभयान्मुक्तो भविष्यति न सञ्जयः इति श्रीदुर्गाद्वान्तरिशनाममाला समाप्तः। ॐ जय देवी मैया।
जग के रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया, जग
की रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया,
महिमा तुम्हारी है निराली ओ जगदम्बे मैया,
महिमा तुम्हारे है निराले ओ जगदम्बे मैया, रखवाले करने वाले जगदम्बे मैया, तेरी दया से जीते हैं मैया, तेरी भरोसे चलती है नैया,
जगदम्बे घर में दियरा। Beautiful bhajan in Bhojpuri. Bhojpuri is our native Hindi language that we call here in Trinidad. And it's again one inviting Mataji to come to our home. Bar aili hai, come back again to our home because we want you to be with us. Prem se bol Shri Durga Mata ki jai Devi. Jagadamba ghar mein diyara बार ऐली है। जगदम्बा घर में
दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगतारन घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगतारन घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगदम्बा घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगदम्बा घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगतारन घर में दियरा। कंचन थार कपूर की बाती।
कंचन थाल कपूर की बाती।
कंचन थार कपूर की बाती।
कंचन थाल कपूर की बाती।
मैया मैया की आरती जगतार ऐली है हम। मैया की आरती उतार ऐली है। जगदम्बा घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगदम्बा घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगतारन घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगतारन घर में
ओ
दियरा
मैया
बार ऐली है। जगदम्बा घर में दियरा।
सोने की थाली में व्यंजन परोसल।
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 मैया मैया के भोग लगा ऐली है हम। मैया के भोग
लगा
ओ मैया जगदम्बा घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगदम्बा घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगतारन घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगतारन घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
सोनी सुराही गंगा जल पानी।
सोनी सुराही गंगा जल पानी।
सोने सुराही गंगा जल पानी।
सोनी सुराही गंगा जल पानी।
मैया के चरण पखार ऐली है। मैया
मैया के चरण पधार ऐली
ओ
है।
जगदम्बा घर में दियरा बार ऐली है। मैया
जगदम्बा घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगतारन घर में दियरा बार ऐली है। मैया
जगतारन घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगदम्बा घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगदम्बा घर में दियरा बार ऐली है।
जगदम्बा
घर में दियरा बार ऐली है। जगदम्बा घर में दियरा।
प्रेम से बोलो श्री जगदम्बा मैया की जय। Sitaram, once again, we welcome all of you, those of you who are coming in, continuing to come in, those who want to continue the serial from yesterday. We have to remember, flashback, skip the recap. Mataji Jai Jai Devi. Do we remember the name of the little boy? Sudarshan. Do you remember the name of his father? Dhruva Sandhu. So tonight we continue. We remember where we left off yesterday. A lovely katha because it helps us to remember that no matter how small you are, no matter how you think that you're uneducated, God can bless you once you put your mind on her, once you focus on her, once you meditate on her. So this is where now the kuch kuch hota hai happens. In another kingdom, there was a beautiful princess, and her name was Shashikala. What was her name?
Shashikala.
That was the name of a star girl in the old days, Shashikala. Was she a star girl or she was a villainess? I can't remember now. So Shashikala was her name. And she kept hearing about Sudarshan, Sudarshan, Sudarshan. Till she went to sleep thinking about Sudarshan. And she started, while thinking about him, Mataji appears to her. And she sees the beautiful figure of the Devi. And she became drowned in the bliss of the presence of Mataji in her dreams. Have you ever had a dream like that? Where you get up feeling so happy because Mataji has touched you in some way. Shivji has touched you in some way. Prabhu Shri Ram has come to you in your dreams. Shashikala got that blessing. It's a blessing that comes to those of us who are not only pure in heart. So sometimes you think that God is only reserved for those who could real pray good and know all the mantras. But God comes to those who needs her the most. And Shashikala is there now thinking, remembering her dream. She gets up. There's nobody else in my mind but Sudarshan, even though I've never seen him yet. My mind is made up. Mom, Dad, you could start to put up the tent. Mandap starts being built. In her mind, the king's daughter now, seated under a champak tree, sees a Brahman coming. He's coming from the ashram where Sudarshan was living. Do you remember where he was living? In a holy ashram of Bharadwaj Muni. I didn't tell you the name yesterday, so I'm telling it to you now. Bharadwaj Muni. And who else was living in that ashram? See how the test comes? Let's see who is sleeping and who is waking. The Manorama, who was his mother, and the Pandavas also resided there. Because they were in exile, they came and they were living there for a while too. So they were in holy company. And so she sees this Brahman who has come here, and she's excited to hear news because she wants to hear about Sudarshan. She says, "Oh noble one," hear how she asks it, so lovely. "What beautiful thing is there in that ashram that I should know about?" Now, if he was wicked, he would say, "We have a nice flower, we have a nice tree, we have a nice beautiful neem tree where we do puja." But he knows what she wants to hear. He says, Dhurvasam Shrimanaste Sarhashanu Nripaha. O fair one, there, living in our ashram, is Sudarshan, the son of Dhruvasandhi, and he is the most handsome of all that there is. O auspicious one, it appears as if Bhagwan himself created him. O beautiful one, what more can I say to you, except to say that Sudarshan is fit to become your Dulaha. Well, I like to say this, Lewa put things fixed in her mind. As far as she is concerned, she had a dream, the dream is coming true, and she thinks maybe she's going to live happily ever after. Vyasji Muni says, that lovely daughter was so in love with this Sudarshan that when she heard what this Brahman had to say, that really settled in her mind. He is the companion. She says to all of her friends now, all of her friends are coming, why are you so happy? Why are you so happy? Because I found my Dulaha. You know what a problem that is for many parents? And I say that with tongue in cheek, as they say, because we keep thinking as parents sometimes, oh Lord, I can't wait till my son or my daughter get married, then I could settle down and I could do puja every day. That's what we think, isn't it? For her, in her mind, she's already settled on who this person is, and she's sharing the news out to her friends. Now hear how Vyasji describes Sudarshan. He calls him helpless, living in a forest, eating roots and fruits, deprived of wealth, power, army. He has nothing, not 1 cent to his name. And this girl is in love with him, and he doesn't know anything up to now. Shashikala, in turn now, what does she do? She began to recite the mantra of Saraswati Mata. That Bij mantra. Do you remember the mantra that he was saying? Kli. Remember where that comes? Kleem. Now listen to the mantra that she is saying. Om Aim. The mantra, the Bij mantra for Saraswati Mata is Aim. So the whole mantra for her with the Bij mantra in it is Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. Repeat it after me. Say Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. So she is reciting Om Aim. He is saying Om Kli. At this time, the king of the Nishads, the Nishad Raj, you will remember him, he comes, he sees Sudarshan, and he gifts to him a chariot, a beautiful chariot. Now remember, how old was Sudarshan? Very little boy. He had just finished his Janeyu Sanskar. So he's a little boy. But he gets this chariot, and wherever, Vyasji says, wherever that intelligent Sudarshan went, it was as if he had an entire army around him. Such was the power and grace and blessing of Sudarshan. Pratapo mantra vijasya nanya kaschanna bhupate evam vejapatastasya prititasya sadhata. This is the influence when you do your mantra and you do it properly. That when you walk, people will know that you are a special person. When you speak, people will know that you are an illuminated person. When you sing, when you speak, when you say, whatever it is that you do, it is as if you are coming with a whole entourage by yourself, along with you. Because God is blessing you and touching you as you have her divine consciousness with you, as you continue to recite the mantras. And this is what makes Sudarshan special. Not that he was just a handsome boy, but he was a noble person who was steeped in prayer, who imbibed puja, who listened to good things. And where was he? Most important, where was he? Not a rhetorical question. Where did he live? In the Bharadwaj Ji Muni Ashram. Who were around him? Good people. People doing puja, being positive, no negativity. So his devotion was allowed to grow without the weeds pulling at him and distracting him. So when he shone as that bright flower, it is because there was nothing keeping him back. He was only around Bharadwaj Muni, his mother Manorama, the Pandavas who were there, and all of the holy rishis and munis who were also present in the ashram. That is how he was grown up. That is how he was developing. That is what makes him special. The company you keep, the people you talk to, the people you listen to, the people you learn from. Those are the persons who influence your life in a positive way. And instead of getting caught up in challenges of this TikTok, that TikTok, this Instagram, that whatever it is, those influences from people who are bringing us down. The Katha is telling us, keep good company, keep good thoughts. What is it he was thinking? Clean, clean, clean. That was his thought process. His thought was only on God. And that is what made him special, to the extent that someone who hadn't even seen him as yet got the darshan of Mataji to say, that is going to be your Dulaha. He is a special person. You too are special, Shashikala, because I have graced you with my divine darshan, Mataji says. And that is what makes us special. That is what makes our children special. That is what makes us as people and grown-ups special. The ability to continue to have God's name in your mind. I need to recite this word, this from the bhajan that we sang earlier. Maya avo padharo hamare bhavan. Maya avo padharo. Invite her. How hard is it to invite her? Padharo hamare bhavan. Invite her. Swagatam, swagatam, aapka swagatam. But this is the line I want to get to. It is a wonderful line, and I need to get the words right. See, if I was better prepared, I would have it in front of me. This is the line, and I want us to remember the line. I would like us to repeat it after me. Maya tumko jape. Maya tumko jape. मैया तुमको जपे. Sing. मैया तुमको जपे, रात दिन मेरा मन, रात दिन मेरा मन, मैया तुमको जपे, रात दिन मेरा मन. तुम मैया तुमको जपे, रात दिन मेरा मन, मैया तुमको जपे, रात. Let's go again. मैया तुमको जपे, रात दिन मेरा मन, मैया तुमको जपे,
रात दिन मेरा मन,
मैया तुमको जपे, मैया तुमको जपे, रात दिन मेरा मन, मैया तुमको जपे,
रात दिन मेरा मन,
मैया तुमको जपे, रात दिन मेरा मन.
मैया तुमको जपे, रात दिन मेरा मन,
मैया आवो पधारो हमारे भवन, मैया आवो पधारो
हमारे भवन,
स्वागतम स्वागतम आपका आगमन,
स्वागतम स्वागतम आपका आगमन,
स्वागतम स्वागतम आपका आगमन,
स्वागतम स्वागतम आपका आगमन.
मैया तुमको जपे. I like to sing about you, Mataji. रात दिन मेरा मन, night and day, day and night, मेरा मन. You're not singing it only with your mouth. You remember that bhajan? प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो, राम राम राम. It is so easy to say things with words. We don't mean it sometimes. But the bhajan is telling us, sing it from our mind, so that the mind is all caught up in the thought. Because I could be talking. What's the last word I just said? Baba, I was watching you, I was listening, but I didn't know what I was really hearing. So the mind is not there. But what is it saying? Maya tumko jape, raat din mera man. That my mind is singing about you all the time. This is what he was doing. This is what makes him special. And this is what can make us all special. Raat din mera man. I haven't even got quarter way where I thought I would get to. But this is what happens when one starts to think about Mataji. Vyasji says, becoming pure and peaceful. How do you get pure and peaceful? How do you become pure and peaceful? Whoever gets this wonderful seed mantra from a truly spiritual guide and meditates upon it is destined certainly to attain all desires. How do you get pure and peaceful? From your own prarthana. I can't make you pure. Bathing alone can't make you pure. Unless raat din mera man. Unless the mind is also pure. Unless the mind is reciting Mataji's name. Then we can't become peaceful. Then we cannot become pure. No matter how much time we bathe, up and down, morning, noon and night we bathe in. But unless our mind is pure, and it can only become pure by getting the Guru Diksha, letting your Guruji tell you, this is how you say your mantras. O best of kings, there is no thing in heaven above or below that any person would not get if they do not have the Supreme Goddess's blessings. So in other words, not trying to have two double negatives in that. If you want to attain happiness in life, you need Mataji's blessings. She is practically seen in this world in the shape of the Buddhi. Let us think about it now. We spoke about Neemari Devi this morning. Do you remember Neemari Devi? That was the neem leaves. We spoke as well on the first night about how the Devi walks and she's manifested in everything, every breeze, every blade of grass that moves. Here now, those are external things. Vyasji is telling us how Devi manifests within us. She is the Buddhi. She is your intellect. She is the fame, the kirti. She is dhriti, your fortitude and strength. She is Lakshmi, the wealth and prosperity from within. She is Shakti. So when the Jedi says, may the force be with you, they are praising Devi Maya. May that divine force, being a little facetious and having fun. But she is the force. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstitha Namastasya 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 Namo Namaha. Can you see that force within you? No. It is not manifested until we feel her. And then that energy pervades. She is Shraddha, our faith. The fact that you have come all here tonight to do puja, no matter that some of you came this morning too, and you are here again to do puja, that is your Shraddha, your faith, your devotion, your love for God. That is the Devi. She is Mati, your intellect. She is Smriti, memory. You know, sometimes you think, I can't remember this, I can't remember that. I just did it yesterday, I can't remember the details. When we have the blessing of the Devi with us, you would see how we begin to remember. Om Aim Saraswati Namaham. So Vyasji is telling us, before how she manifests externally, now how she manifests internally within us. So when we say, Maya avo padharo, hamare bhavan. What is our bhavan? What is our home? This is our home, our body. We want her physically in our home as our house as well. But until she doesn't come within us, then we would not have all of these things, the buddhi, the intellect, the shakti, the shraddha, the kirti, smriti, all of these things. We won't have it unless she herself comes. So unless we welcome her, Swagatam, Swagatam, Apaka Agaman. You know what is wonderful about that bhajan? Normally when we recite and we refer to God, we refer to God in a familiar tu. Bhadrakali hai tu, Mahakali hai tu. But Apaka Agaman, we now drop all familiarity and we welcome this Divine Mother. Apaka Agaman. We are inviting her into our home, into our bodies, into our minds, so that Raat Din Mera Man Maya Tumko Jape. The time doesn't allow me to go further. So the serial continues. Because we still haven't reached to what Shashikala has to face when she tells her parents, I like a boy. that will be another night. Because we want to all do puja, we all want to come and make our offerings. But we have set the scene for the type of person she has in her mind. Remember that. So those of you who want to go home and say, I like a boy or I like a girl, start off with, listen to the katha first. Who was the boy and who was the girl? What were their qualities and what made them special? She didn't start off with the looks. She got the blessing of Mataji, just like Sita Mata. Tero chakar kare pukar bhavani. That is another day. We have to sing that song. Maybe tomorrow when we talk about Shashikala. Prem se bol Shri Navadurga Devi Mata ki Jai. Panditji, we can start our puja.
Those persons who are, those who are ready to Charahawi, bench by bench, we will ask Dindyal if you can help me with regard to ushering, and you are coming up at the Bedi here to perform your puja. Those of you who would like to do your arti, you can go straight on to the altar and perform your arti.
जय श्री दुर्गा अंबिका जगत पालिनी मात तुम्हारो चाली सार चूर ही जय मोही सनात नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करनी नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हरणी निरंकार है ज्योति तुम्हारी तीनों लोक फैली उजियारी चंद्र ललाट मुख महाविशाला नेत्र लाल भृगुति विकराला रूप मात को अधिक सुहावे दर्श करत जन अति सुख पावे जय अम्बे जगदम्बे मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे तुम संसार शक्ति लव कीना पालन हेतु अनधन दीना अन्नपूर्णा हुई जगपाला तुम हो आदि सुंदरी बाला प्रलय काल सब नाशन हारी तुम गौरी शिव शंकर प्यारी शिव योगी तुम्हारे गुण गावे ब्रह्मा विष्णु तुम्हें नित ध्यावे जय अम्बे मैया जगदम्बे मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे रूप सरस्वती का तुम दारा दे सुबोधि ऋषि मुनि न उबारा धरो रूप नरसिंह का प्रगट भई पादे के कम्बा रक्षा कर प्रहलाद बचायो हिरण्याकुश को स्वर्ग पठायो लक्ष्मी रूप धारो जगवाही श्री नारायण अंग समाही जय अम्बे जगदम्बे मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे क्षीर सिंधु में करत विलासा दया सिंधु दीजय मन आसा हिंगलाज में तुम ही भवानी महिमा अमित न जात बखानी मातंगी धूमावती माता भुवनेश्वरी भगला सुखदाता श्री भैरव तारा जगतारण जिन बाल भव दुख निवारण जय अम्बे जगदम्बे मैया जय अम्बे मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। शुंभ निशुंभ दानव तुम मारे, रक्त बीज संतन संहारे। महिषासुर निपति अभिमारी, जहि अधभार मही अकुलारी। रूप करा काली को धारा, सेन सहित तुम तहि संहारा। परिकद संतन पर जब जब, भय साही मातु तुम तब तब। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। आभरपुरी अरुवा सब लोका, तब महिमा सब कहे अशोका। ज्वाला में है ज्योति तुम्हारी, तुम ही सदा पूजत नर नारी। प्रेम भक्ति से जो जस गावे, दुख दारिद्र निकट नहीं आवे। ध्यावे तुम जो नर मन नाई, जन्म मरण ते सोचुत जाई। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। योगी सुर मुनि कहत पुकारी, जोगन होय बिन शक्ति तुम्हारी। शंकर आचार्य जी तप कीन्हु, काम क्रोध जीते सब लीन्हु। विष दिन ध्यान धरति शंकर को, काहू काल नहीं सुमिरो तुमको। शक्ति रूप को मर मन पायो, शक्ति गई तब मन पछतायो। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, ओ मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। शरणागत हुई कीर्ति बखानी, जय 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 जगदम्ब भवानी। भई प्रसन्नादि जगदम्बा, तई शक्ति नहीं कीन विलम्बा। मोको मात कष्ट अति घेरो, तुम बिन कौन हरे दुख मेरो। आशा तृष्णा निपट सतावे, रिपु मूरख मुनि अति तर पावे। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, ओ मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। शत्रुनाश की जय महारानी, सुमिरो एक चित तुम्हि भवानी। करो कृपा हे मातु दयाला, रिद्धि सिद्धि दे करहु निहाला। जब लग जियो दया फल पाऊ, तुम्हारो यश में सदा सुनाऊ। दुर्गा चालीसा जो गावे, सब सुख भोग परम पद पावे। देवी दास शरणानी जी जानी, करहु कृपा जगदम्ब भवानी। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे, मैया जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
प्रेम से बोलो श्री जगदम्बा मैया की जय। सिद्धि कुंज का स्तोत्रम। We explained this before. This beautiful stotra helps to unlock the Aim Hrim Klim Chamundai Viche mantra. It explains, first of all, that it is so powerful, it is so beautiful. Just by singing this mantra, one is able to gain liberation. But to open the door to see the Devi, for her to come, Au Padharu Maya, we have to know how to unlock the door. So this Kunjika Stotra teaches us how, by reciting these mantras. Om Siddhi Kunjika Stotram Shiva Uvacha. I like to start by that because again, it is the Dulaha to learn the Dulhan. Let us walk together, let us learn together. Shivji Bhagwan is telling Parvati Mata, this is the type of conversation they have. Shrinu Devi Pravakshami Kunjika Stotram Uttamam Yena Mantra Prabhavena Chandi Japa Shubho Bhavet Na Kavacham Nargala Stotram Kilakam Na Rahasyakam Na Suktam Na Pidhyanam Cha Nanyaso Chachavarchanam Kunjika Pat Matrena Durga Pat Phalam Lavet Ati Kuhyataram Devi Devanam Api Durlabam Gopaniyam Prayatlena Swayaunikhi Parvatim Marnam Mohanam Visham Stambhanochad Dharkam Patha Matrena Sansiddhi Kunjika Stotrama Uttamam Iti Mantraha Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche Om Glaum Hum Klim Jhum Saha Jwalaya Jwalaya Jwala Jwala Prajwala Prajwala Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche Jwala Ham Sam Lam Sham Phat Swaha Namaste Rudra Rupinyai Namaste Madhumardini Namaha Kavkaitavaharinyai Namaste Mahishardini Namaste Namaste Shumbhantre Cha Nishumbha Suraghatini Jagratam Hi Mahadevi Jatam Siddhim Kurushvame Enkari Shrishtirupaye Ringari Pratipalika Klimkari Kamarupinyai Bijarupe Namostude Chamunda Chandadhari Cha Yaikari Varadayani Viche Cha Bhayada Nityam Namaste Mantrarupini Dham Dhim Dhum Dhurjate Patnim Vam Vim Vum Vagadhishwari Kram Krim Krum Kalika Devi Sham Shim Shume Shubham Kuru Hum 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 Kara Rupinyai Jam 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 Bhanadini Bhram Hrim Bhrum Bhairavi Bhadre Bhavanyai Te Namo Namaha Kam Cham Tam Tam Pam Yam Sham Vom Dum Aim Vim Ham Ksham Dhijagram Dhijagra Trotaya Trotaya Deeptam Kuru Kuru Swaha Pam Pim Pum Parvati Purna Kham Khim Pum Khechari Tatha Mlam Lim Lum Murvati Stirna Kunjikayai Namo Namaha Sam Sim Sum Saptashati Devya Mantra Siddhi Kurushvame Idham Tu Kunjika Stotram Mantra Jagarti Hetave Ahakte Naiva Datavyam Gopitam Raksha Parvatim Yaistu Kunjikaya Devi Hinam Saptashati Padhet Natasya Jayate Siddhe Aranye Rodhanam Yatha Iti Bhashatka Rudra Mala Gauri Tantrokta Shiva Parvati Samvade Siddhi Kunjika Stotram Sampurnam Prem se bol Shri Durga Devi Mata ki Jai. The mantra goes, Mantra Jagarti Hetave. Mantra Jagarti Hetave. Awaken the mantra within us. So when we say Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundai Viche, it is awakened. She is awakened. That Yogamaya is removed and she is moving within us. प्रेम से बोल श्री दुर्गा देवी माता की जय।
जय देवी दुर्गा गौरी शंकर पार्वती।
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 भुवन मोहिनी ललित लक्ष्मी कलावती।
भुवन मोहिनी ललित लक्ष्मी कलावती। जय देवी दुर्गा गौरी शंकर पार्वती। जय देवी दुर्गा गौरी शंकर पार्वती। कमल कामिनी हरि नारायणी भगवती। कमल कामिनी हरि नारायणी भगवती। मेघमाता विद्यादायिनी भारती। मेघमाता
भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना,
भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना,
भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना,
भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना।
करुणा निधि माँ दे दो मुझको,
करुणा निधि माँ दे दो मुझको,
अपनी लगन का गहना, भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना,
भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना।
और किसी को मैं नहीं जानूं, मानूं तो मानूं बस तुझको ही मानूं,
और किसी को मैं नहीं जानूं, मानूं तो मानूं बस तुझको ही मानूं।
तन मन तेरा
किया मैंने अर्पण, दूर न देना मेरे आस का दर्पण।
तेरे प्यार की गंगा में अम्बे, तेरे प्यार की
गंगा में अम्बे
अब ही मुझको
कहना, भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना, भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना।
सौंप दिया ये जीवन तुझको, अपने रंग में रंग लो मुझको,
सौंप दिया ये जीवन तुझको, अपने रंग में रंग लो मुझको।
चरणों से ना
दूर हटाना, मुझको कहीं अब और न जाना।
तेरे नाम का पावन झूला,
तेरे नाम का पावन झूला सदा के लिए है पहना, भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना, भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना।
पग पंकज को छोड़ो कभी ना, मुझे दर से मोरो कभी ना,
पग पंकज को छोड़ो कभी ना, तेरे दर से मोरो कभी ना। नस नस भीतर ज्योत जला दो, भक्ति का रस पान करा दो।
मान भी लो बस जग जननी माँ,
मान भी लो अब जग जननी माँ, इस सेवक का कहना, भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना, भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना। करुणा निधि माँ दे दो मुझको, करुणा निधि माँ दे दो मुझको, अपनी लगन का गहना, भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना, भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना, भवानी तेरे चरणों से लिपते रहना।
जय 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 दुर्गे मैया, जय 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 दुर्गे मैया, जय जगदम्बे काली। तेरे द्वार पे जो भी आए लौटे कभी न खाली।
जय दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली, जय दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली।
जय 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 जय
दुर्गे मैया, जय 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 दुर्गे मैया, जय जगदम्बे काली। तेरे द्वार पे जो भी आए लौटे कभी न खाली। जय दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली,
जय दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली।
तूने शोभनी शोभ कुमारा, महिषासुर का मार संहारा।
तूने शुंभनी शुंभ कुमारा, महिषासुर का
मान संहारा।
भक्तजनों का संगत तारा।
जय 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 वैष्णो देवी,
जय 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 वैष्णो देवी, जय जय शेरा वाली। तेरे द्वार पे जो भी आए लौटे कभी न खाली। जय दुर्गे
मैया तेरी शान निराली,
जय
दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली।
तू ममता की खानी मैया, तू ये आधर दानी मैया।
तू ममता की
खानी मैया, तू है औधर दानी मैया।
नमन करे हर प्राणी मैया।
जय 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 दीनवत्सले,
जय 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 दीन वत्सले, जय वर देने वाले। तेरे द्वार पे जो भी
आए लौटे कभी न खाली। जय दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली,
जय
दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली।
जय सच्चे दरबार की जय हो, तेरे अक्षय प्यार की जय हो।
जय सच्चे दरबार की जय हो, तेरे अक्षय प्यार की जय हो।
सच्ची भक्तिया पार की जय हो।
कभी आदेश दूर कर दुर्गति, कभी आदेश दूर कर दुर्गति, सदगति देने वाले।
तेरे द्वार पे जो भी आए लौटे कभी न खाली। जय दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली,
जय
दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली।
जय 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 दुर्गे मैया, जय 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 दुर्गे मैया, जय जगदम्बे काली। तेरे द्वार पे जो भी
आए लौटे कभी न खाली। जय दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली, जय दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली, जय दुर्गे मैया
तेरी शान निराली, जय दुर्गे मैया तेरी शान निराली।
प्रेम से बोलो श्री नव दुर्गा देवी माता की जय। Shall we do the Argala Stotra? Hari Om. Rupam Dehi, Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi, Disho Jahe. रूप Rupam Dehi, give me a nice, beautiful face and temperament. Jayam Dehi, may I have victory. Yasho Dehi, may I have youth, may I have youth, may I have happiness, may I have prosperity, and may I have success in all the undertakings. The Argala Stotra, as I mentioned before, helps remove all sorts of difficulties, and in particular, blood diseases. It attacks those. Argala Stotram Viniyogaha Om Asya Shri Argala Stotra Mantrasya Vishnu Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha Shri Mahar Lakshmi Devata Shri Jagadamba Prityartham Saptashati Patangatvena Jape Viniyogaha Om Namaschandikaye Markande Uvacha Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Bhutarti Harini Jai Sarvagat Te Devi Kalaratri Namostute Madhukaita Vidravi Vidrati Varade Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Mahishasura Nirnashi Bhaktanam Sukhade Namaha Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Rakta Bija Vade Devi Chandamunda Vinashini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Shumbhasyaiva Nishumbhasya Dhumrakshasya Cha Mardini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Vandita Dhruge Devi Sarva Saubhagya Dayani Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Achinta Rupa Charite Sarva Shatru Vinashini Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Natebhya Sarvada Bhaktya Chandike Duritamhe
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Drisho Jayi
Stuvadbhyo Bhakti Purvam Tvam Chandike Vyadhinashini
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Drisho Jayi
Chandike Satatam Ye Tvam Archayanti Sarvitadha
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Drisho Jayi
Dehi Saubhagyam Arogyam Dehi Me Paramam Sukham
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Drisho Jayi
Videhi Drishitam Nasham Videhi Valamuchakehi
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Drisho Jayi
Videhi Devi Kalyanam Videhi Paramashriyam
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Drisho Jayi
Surasura Shiroratna Nidrishcha Tara Ambike
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Visho Jayi
Vidyavantam Yashasvantam Lakshmivantam Janam Kuru
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Visho Jayi
Prachanda Daita Darpagne Chandike Pranataya Me
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Visho Jayi
Chaturbhuje Chaturvakta Sanstute Parameshwari
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Visho Jayi
Krishnena Sanstute Devi Shashvat Bhaktya Sadamike
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Visho Jayi
Himachal Sutanath Sanstute Parameshwari
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Visho Jayi
Indrani Pat Sadbhava Pujite Parameshwari
Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Visho Jayi
Devi Prachanda Dirdanna Daita Darbha Vinashini
Rupam Dehi
जयं देहि यशोदेहि विशोजयि
देवी भक्त जनो धाम दत्तानंदन अंबिके
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशोदेहि विशोजयि
पत्नीं मनोरमा देहि मनोवृत्तानुसारिणीं तारिणीं दुर्ग संसार सागरस्य कुलोद्भवामि इदं स्तोत्रं पठित्वा तु महास्तोत्रं पते नरः सप्तसप्तशती संख्या परमाप्नोति संपदा मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि
यशो देहि विशोजयि रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि विशोजयि
यशो देहि विशोजयि
यशो देहि विशोजयि
प्रेम से बोल श्री नवदुर्गा देवी माता की जय. May we all please stand together now as we offer Aarti to the Divine Mother. May she continue to bless us, guide us, inspire us, and protect us always.
जय अम्बे गौरी मैया
जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
मांग सिंदूर विराजत
को मृग मद को मांग सिंदूर विराजत को मृग मद को
ऊंचल से दो नैना ऊंचल से दो नैना
चंद्र वदनी को जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
कनक समान कलेवन
रत्नांबर राजे कनक समान कलेवर रत्नांबर राजे
रत्न पुष्प गलमाला रत्न पुष्प गलमाला
कंचन पर साजे जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
हे हरि वाहन राजत
हरक कपर धारी ये हरि वाहन राजत हरक कपर धारी
सुर नर मुनि जन सेवन सुर नर मुनि जन सेवन
दिल के दुखहारी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
यहाँ अम्बे जी की आरती
जो कोई नर गावे यहाँ अम्बे जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे
कहत शिवानंद स्वामी कहत शिवानंद स्वामी
सुख संपत्ति पावे जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
Hari O Devi Maya, as we conclude our puja this evening to you, with our offering of love, with our offering of devotion, we ask for your blessing. We ask you to uplift us and to remove from our pathway all things negative and untoward. We pray for those who have lost their loved ones, those persons who are facing very trying and difficult times, for all the children who've lost their mothers in tragic and untimely circumstances, we pray for them. Give them that strength, give them that courage. For you are everything to us. and we surrender ourselves completely to you. Let us join now as we pray to the Divine Mother.
Namantram Noyantram Tadapi Chana Jani Stuti Maho Najavanam Dhyanam Tadapi Chana Jani Stuti Katha न जाने मुद्रास्ते तदपि च न जाने विलिपनं परं जाने मातः त्वदनुसरणं क्लेशहरणं विधिरज्ञाने द्रविण विदहीनालसतया विधीर्य कृत्वा तव चरणननयोर्याच्युतिर्भूता तदेतशन्त्वं जननि सकलधारिणि शिवे कुपुत्रो जायेते क्वचिदपि कुमाता न भवति
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोले श्री गणेश भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्री भुवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, आज शक्ति जगदम्बा देवी मैया की जय, श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। Turn to those around you, sab going. Jai Sitaram, Jai Sitaram. May the Divine Mother bless us when we leave here tonight to journey safely to our respective destinations. Have a very powerful and productive day tomorrow, and we look forward to seeing you all again with us tomorrow evening from 6 p.m. as we continue with puja to the Divine Mother. Please be advised that light refreshments have been prepared for you, so please partake before you leave this evening. Jai Sitaram, everyone.